With all the talk these days about carbon emissions and greenhouse gases, an arguably more pressing resource issue, that of water, doesn't get much of a look in. Water, however, and specifically the on-farm water footprint, was the focus of the final session on the environment at the World Dairy Summit in Auckland on Thursday. PE International is a worldwide authority in environmental data measurement, and strategy development expert Dr. Sven Lundy told delegates they were working towards one standard measure for a water footprint.
For us, the whole discussion about water footprinting is of high importance. Why so? Because whatever scientists are coming up with, whatever politicians will come up with, we have to incorporate that into our software tools in order to provide the service to calculate water accounting results.
Dr. Lundy says the main difficulty in measuring water footprints, or measuring the amount of water used in primary production, is around terms of reference, something the red meat industry is also struggling with. Some water use figures he showed the conference were thousands of litres apart, depending on how they were measured.
Ranging from 200 litres to 20,000 litres. This is tricky. So which number is actually correct? Can we say that there is one correct number? And also the question is, what is the underlying methodology that has been used for calculating the water demand for producing 1 kilogram of beef?
Next to speak to the conference was IDF International's Sophie Bertrand, who shared data from her work with water research on European dairy farms.
We found results from 10 to 50 litres of water per litre of milk. And of course, the farm who uses 50 litres of water per litre of milk is a farm who irrigates all the maize she uses for the cows.
Ms. Bertrand's colleague at IDF, Brian Lindsay, chairs the Environment Committee and says the work IDF is doing with resource measurement will shape the future of legislation around water use.
We've got a working group. We've established a working group on this week at the conference, and basically that's why we ran this workshop again. We just wanted to check we had our roadmap that we're developing aligned with what people in the industry were thinking. It's an opportunity to engage with them and capture how they feel we should be moving forward. So clear, but some of the science isn't so clear.
Another speaker at the conference was Ag Research Professor Dr. Stuart Ledgard, who outlined some of New Zealand's water measurement work and the problems that surround data accuracy. Dr. Ledgard says without any clear terms of reference, it's hard to interpret the numbers Ag Research is gathering.
Maybe rather than look at absolute numbers, we should be thinking about it relative to some baseline or perhaps past use. So, for example, in New Zealand it might be the evapotranspiration of the flows of water and net losses from those versus the original forest environment.
And with that, the mammoth operation that is the World Dairy Summit came to a close. The challenges that face the industry as a whole may be significant, but if the last 4 days are anything to go by, dairy is set to meet those head on, at least until the next summit in 2 years' time in South Africa. Drew Chappell, Country 99 TV News.